Hello,
Right.
my name's Leslie Stalker, tax partner at Robert James Partnership. We are a firm of accountants who act for owner-managed businesses, so people who own their business, work in their business. We do a lot of tax planning and what we call tax compliance work for them. Everybody has what we call a portfolio of clients who they act for, and that will include individuals, it will include companies and businesses. So they're looking after the needs of that portfolio during the week. So they might have to complete corporation tax computations from a set of accounts. They might have to complete a personal tax return. Somebody might be selling a property or some shares, and they might have to calculate the capital gains tax payable. They will be dealing with a lot of emails from clients, a lot of phone calls from clients. A client might say, I'm about to do such and such, what are the tax implications? So they need to know that, or be able to say to the client, look, I don't know in full, but I'll check it out and I'll come back to you. So a lot of client interaction there as well.
Rightly or wrongly, Leslie, that it's quite a seasonal, certainly from a personal tax return business. I mean, how do you deal with that?
We have a system for sending out reminder letters and request letters for personal tax return information, and trying to persuade clients to send the information in early so that we can turn that around.
Right.
The deadline for submitting a personal tax return is 31st of January. So inevitably in December and January, a lot of people send their information in, and we have to turn that around. So you need to be really efficient at doing that and really focused on what you've got to do. It's actually a really good time of year because the whole team is pulling together with one objective in mind. And then you hit February and it's a bit of a lull, and all the things you've put to one side, you then have to get out and motivate yourself to start doing those.
Do tax advisors generally function alone in their job? I mean, they're not in a team like necessarily an auditor. They're working with a client, but they...
We do work as a team here. We've got open plan offices, and I think that works very well. It's really useful to hear people discussing tax issues. It's really helpful to be able to ask questions because you work as a team. Different people know different things or remember something or have dealt with it recently. But then, of course, you've got to make sure that you're able to concentrate as well, because it can be quite a detailed job where you do need to be able to concentrate.
Okay. What would you look for if you were recruiting a youngster who wanted to become a tax advisor?
I would look for a reasonably good level of intelligence. So somebody, for example, who's got A-level in English and A-level in maths and good grades. On top of that, primarily, I'd be looking for interpersonal skills, because it's really important here for people to be able to understand what they're doing, why they're doing it, and be able to explain that to clients who don't have tax knowledge in a way that can be easily understood by them.
And what are some of the pros and cons for you of the role?
I think in getting to where I've got so far, there has probably been at times quite a long, hard slog in doing exams and doing the same work over and over and over again so that you fully understand it. But then you get to a certain level where you've taken your exams, you understand the planning a bit more, and you are able to apply that, and it suddenly becomes a lot more interesting.